Let's do this right now. Tomorrow gems. And don't forget to subscribe.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I know if this STARFIELD is going to be, one of the big games coming out. It is an Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S exclusive. You will not find this on your PlayStation 4, your PlayStation 5, or any of that type of console. It's not going to be on the Nintendo Switch. It's not going to be on the Nintendo Wii. It's not going to be anywhere. You're not going to find it. It's rare as hell, and I love it because of that. So STARFIELD gets an 11 out of 10 from me. Builds the hype, gets everyone very, very, very much excited for it. You can play it on day one thanks to the Game Pass. It looks remarkable. I think you're going to have like a fully customizable protagonist that you can choose to play as. You can change them and customize them all as you would at the start of a Skyrim or a Fallout game. And we're just going to have to wait and see what more content is going to be announced in ties with this amazing game. Now moving on to the second game that took my interest was the brand new Stalker 2. Now I didn't know anything about the Stalker 2 franchise, but when we first got teased over, I think towards the end of last year, we got teased there was going to be a Stalker 2. I made a quick little video reaction to the trailer that came out, or the first little teaser that came out, and a lot of you guys in the YouTube community really did enjoy it. You guys came along to my channel and educated me, which was fantastic. It was the first game that I saw part of the Xbox event because it was quite near the start. And it was the one game that made me like really sit back and go, wow, look at these graphics, look at these visuals. I love the mechanics, I love the feels. I still don't know completely what it is, but I think it's like some sort of survival first-person shooter horror game. Now, if I'm mistaken and you're a big fan of the Stalker series, please do correct me. I think they were speaking Russian throughout the trailer, but it was subtitled brilliantly. And I just love all the atmosphere, the lore. I love the setting that it's in. If this was like an Amazon Prime show made by AMC and the folks over at The Walking Dead, I would watch it. It definitely looks like it could be. It's got good potential. If there's a Stalker series down the line, I wouldn't be surprised. I know Netflix are trying to buy video game rights to things at the moment for making movies and shows out of video game content. So if they choose to do that with the Stalker series, I would not be shocked because it definitely looks like it could house that. But all the characters, the motion capture was clearly done perfectional, like in the best, most precise way possible. With the dancing scene and the kick in the bucket and the way they're all animating, talking to each other at the campfire, it looks fantastic. I don't know how much customization we're going to have to our character because it seems to be all in first person. Again, might be mistaken. I know nothing about Stalker, the series, but the monsters and the enemies do look fantastic. The range of equipment that you'll have access to looks amazing. I don't know if it's going to be rushing the entire game. Normally that type of stuff in movies or in films can get on my nerves, or in TV shows, when I've got to constantly read subtitles. Sometimes it can be a little bit annoying, but with this game I kind of feel like I wouldn't mind doing it because it seems to be really like immersive and engaging, and I really find it interesting, and I want to see much, much more of this game in the future. I really think it took me by surprise massively because I came into this not knowing too much about it, didn't even think it might be here in the event, and when it came up and I saw what we saw, it was pretty impressive. I can't lie. This railgun weapon with like all the fine details on it and with the big weather events and stuff, that looks amazing, and I can't wait to play that on the Series X and stream it for you guys and put it out. So if you are looking forward to any of these Xbox content games, then please like, comment, and subscribe to the Tom Origins YouTube channel for the future because I can't wait to start playing some of these awesome games. And that one comes out the 28th of April on the 2022 year, I think. So yeah, 28th of April 2022. Yeah, Chernobyl, Heart of Chernobyl, Stalker 2 looks pretty awesome. Can't wait to see it. Might go back and watch somebody else play the first one. Might try and play the first one myself before the second one comes out, but really do like that one. That's a solid 10 out of 10. Now moving on to the Sea of Thieves. This took me by the surprise. One of the biggest surprises of the evening was this. So we can, obviously I've had to mute this for copyright purposes and speed it up and slow it down at times just to try and get over copyright. But we saw this character, and when I heard the actress's voice, she reminded me of the lady from Pirates of the Caribbean. The accent was perfect. It sounded like someone was doing like an impersonation or a mockery or a parody to the woman from the Pirates of the Caribbean, the sorceress lady who lives in the swamps. Now, when we came down here and saw this scene with the pirate sticking his arm out to the dog with the bone, I 100% said aloud it was going to be Johnny Depp, and it was. It was Captain Jack Sparrow in Sea of Thieves. Will we get to play as him? I don't know, but the fact that Disney is working with Xbox on a project is crazy. We see Gibbs, and I think my girlfriend spotted Elizabeth. Davy Jones rocks up at one point. I just wanted to see my man, Barbosa. He's my favourite. I hope he rocks up at some point. But we get mermaids, we get ghost pirates. There's so much cool stuff. You know, there's the Flying Dutchman, Davy Jones, and it's fantastic. And we get this fully voice acted Johnny Depp character. It's apparently a fully length story, so I don't know if it's like an offline type thing, so it's just you and some friends in a private match going along and, you know, not free roaming the open ocean, getting in trouble with people and having to worry about PvP. I think it's just you and your friends get on a boat, and either it can be all 4 of you, 3 of you, 2 of you, or 1 of you, I don't know, going around doing this adventure with Johnny Depp's character. And I don't know if it is Johnny Depp, if he actually lent his voice to this, or if it was an impersonator, but whoever did it did a fantastic job. Can't wait to play that on the 22nd of June and stream it on my Twitch and on YouTube for you guys. The next one, which blew my socks off, and my best mate's socks off, me and Jay were looking forward to this game. We're Battlefield boys through and through, and we absolutely couldn't wait to see this footage. And we finally saw Battlefield 2042, I nearly said Battlefield 6. Battlefield 2042's gameplay trailer, and my god, it blew our socks off. It was amazing. It was brilliant. Like, it was worth the 3-day wait, to be honest. This shot of the grapple hook and seeing the different weapons in action and the sandstorm in Dubai and the vehicles and people thinking that it was 2042 and it was going to be wall running and exosuits and laser beams and all that shit kind of got me worried. But when I saw what quality gameplay this was, and it's all recorded in-game, it's in-game footage, 128 players or something like that on the match, and it's filmed during that match. So this is the machine pumping as hard as it can, and it was impeccable. And the fact that you can do these things, like never seen before Battlefield tips and tricks, like in the videos we get some Battlefield moments, which is awesome to see them incorporating those zip wires in different parts of the maps from Battlefield Hardline, to see the incorporation of like Hardline elements, Battlefield 3 elements, 4, 5, just to see the best bits of all the old Battlefield games. The wingsuit was impeccable. The fact you can change your cosmetics in-game and your attachments and stuff in-game is amazing. This tornado looks like it's going to be really interesting, and different maps are going to have different dynamic weather events which look impeccable. We see an array of different maps. We see the rocket taking off, which looks awesome. Apparently that rocket launch goes wrong at some point and changes the map completely, but we didn't get that spoiled for us, so we're going to have to wait and see. But it's coming October 22nd for everyone else, but it's coming out October 15th for Xbox players only. Moving on very fastly, we move into Halo Infinite. This does not have a set release date, but we know it's coming out sometime in the end of 2021, which is not too much longer to wait now. We're nearly approaching the middle of the year, and this is Halo Infinite, and it is beautiful. I love it. I grew up with Halo. I played Halo Reach, Halo 3, Halo ODST. I played them all, and I loved Halo for so long, and the most recent Halos have kind of let me down a bit, but this one looks impeccable. Like, this one looks amazing. The trailer music, it had the old nostalgic Halo music, obviously due to copyright I can't risk using that, but it was amazing. Seeing this scene in Zero Gravity and seeing Chief floating around and stuff was awesome. And spoilers, if you haven't played the most recent Halo games, go back and play them, otherwise you might get a spoiler. But Cortana in Halo 4 dies, and we don't kind of see her anymore, and this is our new Cortana. She's kind of like this new sort of updated Cortana, I guess. Different actress, I think it is, and a different person's face model, but looks pretty cool. Looks like a new and improved graphical improvement of Cortana. I don't know if she'll ever replace or beat Cortana, because everyone loves Cortana, obviously, but this one is a new and upgraded version of her. So in the game of the story and in the lore of the game, we're going to have to wait and see how that plans out in the single player and what fans are going to react to her like, because I think it's going to be pretty hard to replace Cortana. But Chief seems to pop her in his helmet and carry on, so probably we should do the same. And then we get some information about the multiplayer, which is completely free, but it seemed like the single player was going to be free on Game Pass Ultimate anyway, so I don't know how that's all going to work, but the multiplayer is a completely separate element to the single player. You're going to have an entire single player campaign, and then you're going to have a massive multiplayer mode as well. So this is kind of like your Plunder, your Warzone, and all that stuff rolled into one. There's going to be some really cool death matches, different game modes. It's going to be a live service, so we're going to constantly get updates, possibly season passes. It looks amazing. It looks really cool. And even if you don't want to buy the £60, base version of the game, if you don't have Game Pass, then you can get this for free, and you can customize your Spartan and all that stuff. So it looks pretty awesome. You can see different vehicles being used. You can see different maps. We don't know the scale of the maps, but there's some air-based vehicles, so we assume the map has to be relatively big, I guess. It looks kind of awesome. There's different modes like Capture the Flag, King of the Hill, Domination, Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, all that type of stuff. It looks pretty awesome. And I'm looking forward to seeing this because I've missed Halo content for such a long time. There's even a Samurai Spartan in the game, so if you don't want to be that guy wielding an energy sword, I don't know what's wrong with you. This looks amazing. I can't wait till the end of the year. Holiday 2021, hopefully near my birthday. We'll have to wait and see. But moving on to future projects, I think this Halo game is going to take the step in the right direction. I'm glad we got a delay from last year's Christmas, just to make sure it's perfect, because I don't want it rushed. It's Halo game. We've waited this long for it. We can wait a bit longer. But looking forward to it, definitely. This next bit of footage was from the long-awaited Far Cry 6. John Carlos Esposito, amazing. I can't praise him more. Gus in Breaking Bad, in Moff Gideon in the in the Mandalorian. Watched Iron Man 3 the other day, if you can tell. But yeah, he was fantastic. John Carlos is a brilliant actor, and I feel so sorry for him to play the villain all the time. But he plays such a fantastic villain, so he's brilliant. He's awesome. We see some footage here with the bow and arrow and some hand-to-hand takedowns again, which looks awesome. The Daryl Dixon crossbow there, and I can't wait to do this. It looks amazing. Spoilers, I don't know if this is going to actually be a spoiler, but I kind of was planning to make a video about it, but I guess I didn't with E3 and everything being dead busy. There's also tanks in this game, and you can drive them. But yeah, little mini spoiler is I went and pre-ordered the fully collector's edition of a game. I never normally do that, but for Far Cry 6, I knew it was going to be good. And I went and got the full-blown collector's edition. And I'm glad I did, because you can get a pet rooster in the game. And if that doesn't sell you the game on its own, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's fantastic. It looks brilliant. I can't wait for it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be silly. It's going to be high action. And I love those types of experiences. And it looks like it's going to be a wonderful game. Far Cry 6 coming out on October 7th, 2021. And I can't wait to play it. It's going to be amazing. Next up, we've got a very underrated game in my opinion. Grounded by the folks over at Obsidian Games. And this one contains a brand new update. And if you're scared of spiders, or if you have an arachnophobia, then you might want to be careful around this trailer. It looks incredible. The guys over at Grounded, the team over at Grounded and Obsidian who made that game is a genius. They're all geniuses. They're all really cool. And they listen to the community. They really do. And they show you that in the trailer. They've taken literal community requests and implemented it into the games. And Shrooms and Dooms is a brilliant title for an update, and this terrible spider is about to come. So this dangerous, horrible spider is the brood mother spider, and there is an arachnophobia mode in the game, which is brilliant, which makes all the spiders look ridiculously cute. But yeah, it looks amazing. I can't wait to play this one. It's an update coming soon, and I think it's the 30th of June, if I'm correct, and it does look amazing. I'm going to be playing this as well, and potentially trying to get Helen to fight that big spider. We'll have to wait and see. But it looks awesome, and I can't wait to play it. Among Us, coming June 15th, apparently, on all platforms. June 15th, I didn't even see that. I have it to be continued on my notes, but I guess, yeah, June 15th, which has been and gone. Oh, no, it's soon. It's soon. June 15th is soon. It's like in the next couple of days, and hopefully that's going to come out on Xbox. Among Us has been teased about coming out on console for a long time, but I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to play it with my friends. I can't wait to get it onto a big group. Hopefully, if any of you from YouTube who follow the YouTube channel want to come and join us in an Among Us game, try me, because I've never played Among Us properly before. We had one game where Helen was the imposter. I didn't know it, and she killed me, and that was really funny. But apart from that, we played it on mobile once. I've never played it apart from that. I can't wait to get into it and start really getting into all the hustle and bustle of Among Us. I'm playing it and streaming it, because it looks hilarious. So yeah, June 15th. That's cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. But awesome. So yeah, looking forward to that. Moving on next to the next game clip. This event was amazing. The best event I've seen in ages. But yeah, Among Us coming June 15th. It's going to come with new map, Airship, which is a fourth Among Us map, with new tasks, new skins, and more to keep you working and guessing. And it looks to be interesting on console. So I can't wait to play that. So another console exclusive. Xbox is killing it this year with content for the channel, and this one is no exception. A bit ago we got to see Flight Simulator 2020 for the PC, and apart from the PC, we didn't know any console was going to be strong enough to play this game. No console was strong enough to play it, PlayStation 5, 2 week. PlayStation 4, 2 week. Xbox One, Xbox One X, 2 week. But the Xbox Series X, baby, that is strong enough to handle this game. So it is coming very, very soon. I have it in my notes. I'm going to read it out because Flight Simulator is coming July 27th, 2021. And it looks amazing. I can't wait. After a year of lockdown, it's going to be lovely to actually go and visit places, even if it has to be through a digital space. When the graphics are that beautiful, who cares about real life? Let's be serious. Look at those graphics. They're better than real life. Look at that graphics. Oh, it looks amazing. I'm going to be streaming it live on Twitch and then uploading it to YouTube. It's coming to the Series X very, very soon. And all of the content, the expanded DLC content, including the Top Gun Maverick content DLC pack, is going to come free to the game as well, thanks to Xbox and Xbox Game Pass. So I can't wait for this. I cannot wait for this. I love this game. It's not even my cup of tea, but I love it. I just can't wait for it, and I can't wait to try it out and record some fun content on that game. So yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator is a game I've been waiting for such a long time, and the fact that it's actually dropping to console really, really soon is crazy, and I cannot wait to play it. I'm literally buzzing to stream and play this game. It looks brilliant. Coming up next, Forza Horizon 5. I called it, and I kick myself for not doing anything about it. But I said it to my friends in an Xbox party right before the show went live. I said it. I said, what if they release Forza Horizon 5? And they said, no, they won't do that. It's going to take them longer than that. But they did. Right towards the end of the show. Right when all hope was already through the roof. I was not going to say lost. It was through the roof. They exploded it into the stratosphere by announcing that Forza Horizon 5 is going to be a thing. And it is going to come out this year, which is crazy. And I think we have it scheduled for November 9th, 2021, which I cannot wait for because I can't even explain to you. Already, when I played Horizon 4, that came out recently on Game Pass for free, I downloaded that, I got all the DLC for it, and I played it with my friend Jay, and I played it with Helen, and played it with a few other people, and when I put that on my game, when I put it on my screen, it looks beautiful. Out of all the games I own, I think Forza Horizon 4 is the most beautiful game I've ever seen on my Series X. If you have a Series X and you have a good enough monitor or display, hook it up, play it. It's beautiful. I don't think there's a game out there that graphically compares. So when I saw this, I can't even imagine what this is going to look like on my Xbox. It's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. The team who are behind this are genius. They go out into real environments with 12K cinematic cameras, and they record still images and time lapses, and then they put it all together with some fancy video editing stuff and put it in the game, and it looks beautiful. It looks goddamn realistic, and I cannot wait. You think that is a picture of real life? That is the game. That is in the game to be seen, to enjoy, to play, to drive through. These environments look real. They look too real to be in a video game. And they're brilliantly done. And they don't even look like they've changed too much of the mechanics. Everything still seems very smooth and fast-paced and enjoyable and fluid. And they've added different game modes in and different mechanics and different little quirks and ticks to make things new and interesting. The invites to different challenges and game modes have made even easier with a 2-button push system where you literally have to touch 2 buttons and you can invite your friends instantly to join you in whatever you're doing. And it looks impeccable. I can't wait for this game. Heavily underrated. Heavily underrated. If this game was $70, $80, $90, I would pick it up. But it's going to be free on the Xbox Game Pass. And Phil Spencer and the team over at Xbox, that's why I love you. Because you guys are amazing. And I cannot wait for Forza to come out. And lastly, to round up the show, was a surprise entry that none of us were really expecting. But Bethesda, working on a brand new IP, which is their own sort of new aged content for 2020 onwards, and this one is kind of interesting. It's similar to State of Decay, I would say, but instead of the zombies, it's vampires. Some people might have already signed off when I said the word vampires because they think of those terrible Twilight movies, or some of you might have loved it because of those terrible Twilight movies. So it is regardless. If vampires are up your street, and I've never really been up my street, but if they're up your street, you should give this game a go. And I'm going to give it a go. And it's going to come out in the summer of 2022. and I'm going to give it a go, because why the hell not? It's going to be free on the Game Pass. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to all these games. And I don't even cover all the games. There's 30 games, and 27 of them are going to be free day one at launch on Xbox Game Pass. If that doesn't give you enough motivation to go outside and volley your PlayStation at the wall, I don't know what will. Because the Xbox console war versus PlayStation doesn't exist anymore after Phil Spencer went onto the stage and decapitated every single PlayStation competitor off the table. Sony didn't even turn up at E3. They didn't even turn up. They want to do their own event and whatever, be slimy on their own. But at the end of the day, Phil came up with the Xbox team, with Todd Howard and Bethesda's team as well, and kicked ass on that stage. And it was beautiful. It was an hour-long event. It could have been a 5-hour-long event, and I would have still been interested. It was amazing. Honest to God, it was amazing. And it ended with the reveal of an Xbox mini fridge, which, if you're not excited by that, I don't know what to do with you. It's impeccable. This game is Redfall. It's going to be a vampire survival game coming to Xbox Game Pass summer 2022. And that's the end of the Xbox presentation. That's pretty much all the big highlights that you may or may not have missed. Go watch the full presentation. It was really worth it. If you did enjoy this content, like, comment, and subscribe, as it is deeply appreciated. And we're on the road to 4K subs. And I'll be seeing you all in the next YouTube video very, very soon. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ding dong the notification bell, and let me know your favourite up-and-coming Xbox game in the comments down below. Peace out. Goodbye. See you soon.
Switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia. Darling, I'm just so fed up with. What does perfect even mean?